Good morning, South Carolina. I want to do a little bit of video about drainage and corrugated pipe. More specifically, downspouts. It's common practice. I'm here at my house right now, and I see this on a regular basis. Downspouts connected directly to pipe, and the pipe is typically corrugated pipe. Don't get me wrong, those are standard practice. They're not too bad. They work out. However, there's a better way. What happens is you see that roof line out there, it's shingles. Most homes here in South Carolina are asphalt shingles. So what happens when it rains? You got dirt, debris, got stuff falling down, and then it gets down your downspout. Guess what? It ends up right there in your pipe. And then with a corrugated pipe, because it's got ridges, tends to hold stuff pretty well. It is actually designed to hold water for negative slopes. That's why the ridges are there, to prevent water from going backwards. Don't get me wrong, there are applications for rigid pipe or flexible pipe, corrugated pipe. Ideally, in these situations, I'm not a big fan. Why? Well, hand in the way. So here we got some exposed corrugated pipe. We were doing some work, doing some grading, getting some trees roots. So you can see here, this is an exposed piece. It's actually below grade, but you can see it's got a lot of damage to it. So it's great because it's light, it's flexible, relatively inexpensive. So it works well. It does have some applications in and around certain areas, but the problem is it's light and it's flexible. So which means it's prone to damage, holes. It's prone to being able to be crushed fairly easily. So here's a section here. I'm just gonna stand out. You can see I crushed it pretty easily. So that's the downfall. The other thing is you're down and drop it into the pipe. Like to hold stuff. So I have seen plenty of times where this corrugated pipe actually is completely clogged from shingles and the shingle grit. How do you prevent that? Well, there is a better way. What we do typically is right here at the base, instead of going directly into, we actually have a catch basin or installed catch basin directly under the downspout. You know what that does? That catches dirt, that catches debris. So if something happens, all that dirt and debris gets caught in the catch basin. That's why it's called a catch basin. It catches all the debris and then it lets all the clean water out into the pipe. The other thing that I like to do on the pipe, the corrugated pipe, yes, it's easy. Yes, it's flexible. Yes, it's inexpensive. Yes, there's applications for it. However, I'm not a big fan of it because of those reasons. And the fact that it's got ridges, which hold debris. So what I usually like to do is use solid wall, smooth walled PVC pipe, which same diameter typically, 4 inches, same diameter, but it's smooth walled, so all that debris doesn't have a chance to get stuck to anything. The other thing is it's PVC, and so it's much more difficult to compress. It lasts a lot longer. It doesn't degrade as fast. And the downfall with that is you have to make sure that you actually slope and pitch the pipe away from the house, the proper pitch. Because if you don't, it will actually roll back because it's smooth walled. So anyways, that's my 2 cents on drainage, downspouts. The other thing to keep in mind is actually here I have 1, 2 there, 3 downspouts, and a lot of people will do this, will tie multiple downspouts in. I can guarantee all 3 of these are tied into one pipe, which is fine, but just keep in mind the more downspouts you have, I would go no more than about 2 or 3 per line. The reason being is because that 4 pipe right there can only handle so much. So what happens is when it pours down rain really fast and really hard, your roof line catches a lot of rain. And so what tends to happen is potentially when it gets into the pipe and you have 3, 4, 5 downspouts, that pipe's going to hit capacity, especially when we have these heavy downfalls. And so it won't be able to capture and take that water away as quickly. It will eventually, but it might back up for a short period of time. So just keep that in mind when you are planning out drainage, not to have too many downspouts together, so that way you don't max out the pipes, and so you don't have any back up for a short period of time. Now, again, it'll eventually carry it away after some time, because it will, as a pipe. It just might take it a little longer to do so. So, 2 cents, drainage. Hope that helps.